They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Steps away. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do. But when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try to match his athleticism.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Jackson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now this throw caught left side, and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. Jackson now. He finds his man, complete. That's Terry. Touchdown! A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Kyle Hamilton able to record his 5th sack of the season. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Dobbins. Touchdown, Baltimore. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Going deep here for Allen. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce. Out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Play action. Now Jackson on the move to his left. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 70 range.
He'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And he slides to a halt inside the 10. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this one is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Back to throw again. And he'll find Pittman. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 14. Mike 14. I'm coming up.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Watch the curl, watch the curl. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, let's put 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. So we got man. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
In motion right is Robinson. Now back to throw. Rolling to his right. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Gabriel Davis from 17 yards out. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Seibert on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. Buying time, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it. I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the 2nd half.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the 2nd half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
From the 31, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point,
that is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball.
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
He's got Bellinger, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed it.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, Andrews has it. What a catch.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Allen.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They'll try and throw for it here. Flushed out right.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Listen up. 3 down. He's crashing.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield.
And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now it's Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Ravens are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll find Gabriel Davis. Second and 2. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's intercepted. Bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Rolling to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this is caught at the 8.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Again, Jackson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put...
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your...
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
In motion left goes Allen. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Ravens,
the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year.
And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.